Hello there folks, it is TIJ Gaming and welcome back to the Neil Robertson Pro Career on Snooker 19. And today it is time for the beginning of the D88.com German Masters final between ourselves, Neil Robertson, and the Welsh Potter Machine, Mark Williams. The best of 17 frames affair, and over the next 3 episodes we'll see who will be the champion of the event. Today's episode will play the opening 4 frames up to the mid-session interval before playing the next 6 in Friday's episode and then a maximum of 7 in next Monday's episode. But we stand to win a cheque of £80,000 and of course the German Masters trophy. Now Mark Williams is the reigning champion of this event. Mark Allen won it in Season 2, which means that he'll be losing a fair whack in the rankings in terms of these ranking prize money. But we've got a good chance here. If we win this, we win our 4th ranking event of the season, which is more than we've won combined in the 3 seasons that have come before us. We've had a very good season up to yet, and the 3 finals that we have played in, we've won all 3. So let's see if we can continue that 100% record. Now, if we look at the matchup history between ourselves and Mark Williams, it is mixed, let's say. We went on a good run in Season 2, beating Mark Williams in 3 out of the 4 matches, but as you can see, in the last 6 matches, it's been a 3 apiece. He beat us in the last match. We played against him in the quarter-final of the European Masters and a decider. We beat him in the semi-final of the China Championship, and we went on to win that, of course. But as you can see, he beat us in the China Open quite significantly. Last year in the quarter-final, he beat us in the European Masters by 3 frames to 1. We have played in 1 final together, and that was in Season 2, the Daft Bet Masters, and we won that one quite considerably. But apart from the Shanghai Masters semi-final last year, that was a brilliant match, probably the best match of the series yet. Went all down to a decider and we won that by 10 frames to 9. We haven't played a match either of this magnitude in terms of a ranking event or of this length. So let's get into it. Let's see how we get on. It all depends which version of Neil Robertson comes out today. We played very well in the 2nd session of the last match to get us through to this final by beating Mark Selby by 6 frames to 5. But in the 1st session, we were not very good at all. We were very lucky to come out of that, only being 3-1 down. And taking that last frame was absolutely crucial to ensure that we gave ourselves a chance to stay in the match and, of course, the tournament. And that's why we're here, albeit by slim margins, into the final against Mark Williams. And now we've got a chance to really try and get another trophy onto the cabinet. Another match won. And, of course, a big wedge into our ranking prize money. It's been a very good season for us so far. We've got plenty of snooker to come after this, but this is a big chance. Always love a final, and I'm sure you guys do as well. You can tell that from the viewing figures. They always go up for finals. So if you do enjoy this first session, make sure to leave a like down below, and of course, leave your respective comments as well. But the aim really is to come out of this with 2 frames apiece, to be level at the end of this. Any better? Excellent. Again, as I said, with the Mark Selby match, if it's 3-1, then all is not lost. But the aim is here at least to get 1 frame on the board. And a good start with that long red. Come off the cushion to play for the black.
Perfect pace required for this shot.
We've got a half chance at starting off a bit of a break here. Got a good angle on the red. Not quite as close to the cushion as I thought, which is pleasant. I'll just try and get on the black with a good position to then open up the reds. It's got a bit further than I'd have liked. But let's see how we get on. Always a bit of luck about these splits. I've had a double split, which isn't brilliant. But I don't think we can play safe from here, so have to take on a tight pot with an aim to play safe a little bit. This is tricky. This is our best chance, though.
Well, it goes. Half a chance.
But a good pot. Very good pot. It's just your luck with those splits, whether you have to play a really tricky shot or, of course, not play anything at all. But with that sort of split, when we had the double kiss on the reds, so we had a double split in effect, we had to play a pot there. We hadn't got much choice about it. But we're in first. We've got a decent chance at making a sizable break. And if we can win this one in one visit, then we give ourselves a lot of confidence going forward. It's like any match. Particularly in these finals, though. It's not till you win your first frame that you've really got any sort of confidence. I think we have to take this one on the cushion on, really. Just worries me a bit about position, you see.
He's taking it on. Oh, that's right out of the top drawer.
Yeah, it's not too bad for the black.
For a positional shot. Perfect.
Got a bit more leverage, I suppose, to get on one of the reds.
This should be straightforward enough.
Careless.
But we focused far too much on the position there. Far too much on the position, and we didn't pot the ball.
Neil Robertson, 21.
Well, that can happen. But given the opportunity we had there, that was not the way we wanted to start this final.
Fantastic cueing.
We saw in the Selby match that a good start isn't imperative, but it certainly helps.
8.
And we know how good Mark Williams is. Pretty much turns up for every match I've played him in. That's why I'd say we've had a topsy-turvy record against him.
16.
He's going for the left corner pocket. That's a top shot.
Because there are some days that we turn up and play very well and are potentially matched by Mark Williams. There are some days that he just turns up. There isn't really many matches that Mark Williams doesn't turn up for. And he's probably, I would say, the lead player on this game.
24.
If you give him a chance, he's going to take it.
25.
It's the best example of that on this game. So I would fully expect him to make a sizable break here, and probably a break sizable enough to secure him the opening frame. Long match this though, best of 17. Just got to keep our focus, of course.
30.
Never played in anything longer than a best of 25. I'd love to go deep into the World Championships this year. It's something I've never done. And to be honest, we're well within our rights to do so, given the way we've played this season. Never gone past the second round.
$33.
It's not lined up that black brilliantly. But I'd say he'll still go for it and pot it. The AI a lot more confident in these shots than I would be. And he's perfectly placed it. Bit unfortunate on position there.
Yes, he'll be very pleased.
He knocked one of the reds, which would probably been the best red for him to pot. So he's got a tough half chance here. But not much of a surprise. He plays it excellently and gets the position on the black to follow as well.
41.
So he tries and splits the reds. And they're all in potable positions now. Can't see past him winning this frame. And it was that stinker on the black that we played. You know, we should have really potted that, but we focused far too much on getting a position. We were a little bit out of position from playing the black actually already, and that was one of the problems.
Position looks good for a colour.
So hopefully we can nip that one in the bud. But there is a chance for Mark Williams to get a century here. He's been in and around the black a lot, played some of the smaller colours in terms of points
57.
earlier on, but stayed pretty much around the higher value colours, the black. But it's going to be a blue, I would say, this time, one of the bulk colours. Yeah, it's a blue.
62.
And this red will secure the first frame for Mark Williams. So, well played there. It's a good reminder, not that we didn't really need reminding, but it's a good reminder that Mark Williams, if he's given the chance, 9 times out of 10, will clear the table. Short session though this, so we just got to work on our short game, which is usually pretty good. We've been guilty in past matches of starting well in these sessions and then not coming back into it, but it's still early days. Still early days. It's the first round. I'm not going to get too hung up about it, as long as those sort of mistakes are the abnormality rather than the norm.
83. 87. 92.
Be an excellent clearance if he can make it. There's 98. Bit of a tough shot on the black, but he might as well go for it this to get an opening frame century. And he's played that one brilliantly.
Brilliant clearance.
That just highlights there's no quarter given from Mark Williams. We missed one shot,
Frame, Mark Williams.
And that is the
and he's made us pay.
well played.
So Mark Williams takes the opening frame.
Second frame, Mark Williams to break.
And now we go into frame number 2. That's a good shot from Mark there. Try and get somewhere near to the yellow to block off that red that he's brought out. And we have done. Good shot there.
That's what he was going for, and he's played it
We've actually snookered him. Didn't notice that. So we get out the snooker. And he has left a half chance. Again, going to play this with just an element of safety.
Tricky shot here.
But a good
Really
pot.
nice opening red.
Very good pot. And a good opening red for us. We deserved it from the good safety we played. And unlike the previous frame, can we make it count this time?
He's an expert long potter, and he's taking this on.
Really impressive cueing.
We've certainly got a good chance.
6.
Albeit I don't think the black's on to either pocket. Well, the black will actually pass into that corner pocket, which is interesting for our reference, but it's going to be a bit of a struggle to get in that position for now. So I don't need to worry too much about the black ball. That red does go. I said there's no need to worry about the black ball, but I feel like if we play that pink, that's
Well,
a
not the shot he was aiming for there.
rare opportunity to get into them. But I might be missing something here. Oh, does this red not go? Have I misjudged this? I think I might have done. Based on what the guys are saying there.
14.
But obviously not. Obviously not. I'm not worried about that then. Very strange comment from Neil Folds. He panicked me there. He did panic me. Whew.
Really well played.
Stress over for now,
21.
at least. Funny old comment that was. Not the shot he was aiming for. It was exactly the shot I was aiming for. I'm thinking, we're out of position. Is the
Nicely positioned.
red not potable? But it was, so...
22.
Neil Folds frankly talking out his backside. It's a good gap to try and get out of there. Didn't really want the cannon, but I guess it's not harmed us too much.
29.
Be great to do what Mark did to us and win this in one visit.
30.
Table's a bit awkward at the moment, I have to say. That's been played at a good pace. Just always when the table's tight like this, you've got to make sure that
Delicate touch.
your
required
shots are so delicate and in position or else you can be way out of it. Try and get a cannon off this red. That'll do.
45.
But already a break of 45. It feels like we've just been chipping away at this.
He just wants this to drop gently into the pocket.
It's been a good break so far. without making really any impact on the pack of reds. This needs to stop. This needs to pull up. It's okay.
53.
Thought that might have gone a bit too far. This has been an excellent break so far.
54.
I can't see
Again, not taking any risks with opening up the pack at all.
61.
Just chipping away one by one. Ooh, that didn't get to plan.
decent position to take on a colour here.
62.
There's still 6 reds left, so 75 on the table. I just don't like the angle of that black. I really don't. So I'd have loved to have done it in one visit, but it was that cannon we got on the red that I wasn't really anticipating. And that's thrown this break off. So I'm just going to play safe here. We've got a good chance of winning this frame. It just makes it a bit more scrappy now.
Excellent safety.
Neil Robertson, 62.
Brought one out into the open. And we can see this.
This isn't easy.
What a beauty.
It's a good shot.
Just look at that for a positional shot.
So
Superb.
panic over. Back to our original position.
Very important pot, this.
And this black will bring us level pegging. A very good frame, albeit a bit stuttered at the end.
Should be it.
One bad positional, but we've done all the hard work.
8.
And some very good snooker on display earlier on in this match. Really good stuff. Not going to worry about getting position here.
Would you believe it?
I wouldn't believe it, no. Who knows, we might be able to fluke one of these in. And we have done. Oh, well, it was worth going for, wasn't it? It was worth going for. And given this is our first frame that we've won, there's no harm with trying to just get a bit of practice with no pressure on here. It's just like a practice table, no consequence for missing pots. Apart from the fact that it will proceed to the next frame. But we've got our one frame on the board, so the worst case scenario has been ticked.
25.
But as I say, a very impressive start, and this has got potential. Again, I know it's only early, but this has got potential to be a classic match that was expected with these two players.
31.
And when the likes of Mark Williams come to town and start playing well,
Well, it goes.
you take
off
notice and you have to be on their pace, or else the game's over pretty quickly. Definitely pushes you to play better. I think that was exactly the same against Mark Selby.
He's played that very well.
36.
Can't move up the rankings with a win here, but we can get closer to number 6, which is Dingjun Wei.
Oh, that's an unforced error.
39.
Again, I don't know where they're getting these unforced errors and whatnot from. Really don't.
Just the colours remaining on the table now.
Ooh, that was a bad shot, though. That was definitely an unforced
Haven't
error.
really worked out at all.
41.
I can't argue with that one from Neil, to be
Playing
fair.
swerve.
He just wants to make sure he didn't commit the foul. It wouldn't have mattered because he'd have needed 20 snookers or whatever to win the frame from there. But a very good start from both players. It's one frame apiece, and this has got all the inklings of being 2 apiece. But if we could do any better than that, Be an excellent start.
Well, no advantage after that last frame. This is close. Really close.
Yes, no obvious advantage at the moment. This is pretty close.
So what Neil Foulds has just done is exactly repeat what Dave Hendon said. Bit rude, isn't it? I shouldn't give the guys too much flack. Dave Hendon said it's close. Neil Foulds agrees. It's got a decent line. It's a good shot. Awkward cue in here by being right next to the yellow. Ooh, it brings that red out. Where's it going to end up? It ends up in a tempting position here.
Yes, he's taking the pot on.
It was a good pot, but I don't think we can get much more from this.
1.
I struggle anyway. No, the red wouldn't go, so best just try and play a good safety shot. Certainly worth it as a good half chance at least. It was a good pot, but we're not going to get much more from there, particularly now the black's been moved. And there was a good target in behind the yellow.
He's played that very well.
And we've got him snookered.
Neil Robertson, 1.
So he comes out of that, and to be honest, doesn't play it very well. He's left a few
He's
chances.
navigated his way out of the snooker, but he hasn't left the cue ball safe.
Certainly hasn't. So this is a good chance to go into the lead for the first time. Just got to keep our cool. Should have done that in the first frame, which we didn't. If anything, focus on a pot more than a positional.
Long pot.
Particularly
Right
like
up the
this.
street.
Missed one of these before, but it's right in the middle of the pocket that time.
Brilliant long pot over distance. One of his strengths.
Probably hear the dog
6.
in the background. Having a whale of a time. So let's get the black back on its spot here, if we can.
7.
And navigate back round for the red.
So, this pot into the right corner.
Good shot.
In it goes.
Played that a bit too hard. So that makes queuing a little bit trickier here.
14.
Have a look, see if this one goes to the middle. No, it doesn't, so one of these might be a bit more attractive. Makes it a lot trickier though, just over pitting that.
Now, can he drop this into the right corner?
Yep, we have done. A bit fortunate there, I think.
Excellent pot.
If we'd have played that with
Wonderful
much
pot.
more power, we would have been
50.
having a bit of a problem. Oh, we've hit that too hard.
Yeah, played it well.
There's some signs that we're just being a bit skew-iff in this frame so far. It's recoverable, I suppose, but start to hit too many shots too hard, and that's the result. That is the
Neil
result.
Robertson,
We end up missing one in the end. So very similar to the first frame. We've got in and struggled to do much more than that.
Fabulous pot.
So we just need to cut out these little errors.
6. 7.
Because it's given Mark Williams another chance. And again, as I said, it's almost deja vu from the first frame. You'd be shocked if he didn't clean the table here from here. Ooh, he'd have been unlucky to be fair, but it nearly happened to go one of the reds to cannon and going off. I've seen it happen before though.
19. 26. 27. 32. 33. 38.
And just going 2-1 behind puts a bit of pressure on us knowing what happened in the first session against Selby, albeit that was a shorter match, so
44.
getting a frame on the board is more imperative. But ideally, as I said, we'd like to
45.
be 2 each at the end of this session. Just a few errors starting to creep in. Mark Williams has been pretty bulletproof so far.
51.
So it leads by 28 at the moment. That's now 33.
56.
So red in a colour. And he regains the lead. Going into the final frame of this shorter session.
57.
So just the black needed. And he's done it again.
4.
Like the first frame, he's just bulletproof. He can't quite get a century this time. On the virtue of playing one too many blues. He can only get a break of 99 here if he's to play the black. He's played the blue. Don't blame him, just to make sure of things. Mark Williams, very much a player who's not bothered about centuries and that anyway.
75.
But he'll do his damnedest to clear the table here. It's been a good match so far.
79.
As I said, early indications suggest this should be a great scrap. Whether later on, the second session is going to be a biggie. Whether later on it becomes a one-sided affair, we'll see. But a little bit of a shame he couldn't quite clear the table there. He misses the pink. Just comes off both jaws. But a good, very good frame there from Mark Williams. And he regains the lead. Going into the final session before the interval. Let's see if we can get this cue ball safe. Didn't really want to go off the jaw, but it might just be a bit of a saving grace. No, not enough pace there.
Not really the result he was
So
after.
we've left him a chance at the start of this frame. And again, as we know, you leave Mark Williams a chance, he tends to take it.
He's aiming for the
But he has been second player in all the frames so far. So we haven't seen him take on the early chance, but that's Mark Williams' first mistake. It's a poor shot, that.
He's lining this one up to the middle pocket.
Impressive opening red.
So good opening red. What can we do from here?
Well, he's given a
Oh,
foul.
God. What was that?
Neil Robertson, 1.
Now,
Mark Williams,
I knew we would push the red slightly. That was the idea. But not that much. So that is a disaster.
Nice position on the black.
And again, these mistakes starting to creep in. And even though Mark Williams made a mistake there, we made one straight after him. It's not the sort of thing you saw from Mark himself. But again, ooh, bit of a poor shot there. So that's going to be end of break. So more scrappy start to frame number 4.
Mark Williams, 15.
Probably played that more a little bit out of frustration. But Mark Williams not known to be a player who plays safe a lot. But he's still a very good safety player. Can't undermine that one.
Not an easy one, but a half chance.
So he's potted the red.
Well, that's not ideal.
Again, out of position, so he's going to try the technique we use and try and play safe. It's a good safety. Maybe not as safe as he wanted in terms of a snooker, but he's got the cue ball safe at the very least. And for the first time in this 4 frames, we've got a bit of a scrappy frame on. Interesting. So we've moved another red, but brown should cover that. We're right on the bulk cushion. What's he playing here? Seems an interesting shot. Certainly a little bit different. He's left a tight red, but it's a chance.
This is tough.
Don't think he foresee'd believing that. And probably didn't think we'd take it on.
Unbelievable pot.
But we did. Good pot there.
1.
And even though they are in awkward positions, there is now a chance to get a bit of a break going.
Potential route back into this frame.
Yep, Neil Folds is right on that occasion.
6.
Can't argue with that one. Angle on this a lot more awkward than I'd have liked. Looks okay as long as we've got the pace on it. And it's dropped. Whew, breathe.
Nicely positioned for the red.
Must admit though, I don't know if you guys are getting this vibe. There's just, don't know whether it's run of the table or what, but I'm not
This pot to drop into the
quite
pocket.
feeling confident at the moment. It's almost
15.
maybe time to go back to basics, I don't know.
He's looking at the pot into the left middle.
A lot of pressure though, knowing that Mark Williams is going to punish you big time
Goes.
if you don't take your chance. It's that hunger that'll probably push us on to play better. If we can come out of this at 2 each, then Friday's session should be a really interesting one. Might end up to be 5 each, you don't know, but it could equally go one-sided this. I can't see it, I think it's going to be close up until the end, but the second session has been decisive in these sort of matches before.
This needs to be played.
But it
at
is
the right
crucial,
pace.
I would say, that we've come out of this at 2 each. Give ourselves a good chance going into the next one, so they're not playing catch-up too early. Play this with some side, I think. Get on to the next red. So, this is again, it's a bit awkward here. Just nudge those two out though, so that'll help a little bit. The problem is,
38.
let's play a very good shot here to get back round for one of these. Bit of a shot to, almost a bit of a shot to nothing, just a smash and grab here. Hope for the best.
Nicely played.
Hit the pink. Oh, we got a bit of fortune there. Managed to get on a red. Would probably preferred them in the positions where they were in, but I'll take that as long as we can pot this. And hopefully from them, we don't think we should need these two on the cushion. We'll have a look at the points permutations. No, we're 22 ahead, so we will need one of those off the cushion. That's annoying. So 27 ahead. 28 with this next red.
49.
He's just looking to drop this in gently.
So trying to get fairly straight on this red. Try and knock one off the cushion. See if we get any fortune here. No,
Strange
nothing
choice
at
of
all.
shot there.
57.
No. Try and play safe. And hopefully don't leave that red on, because if we have, that's a big face palm.
57.
No, we haven't left it on. But much like the first frame we won, just all a bit of jiggery pokery now to get us over the line.
That's an excellent shot.
Now this red will go. It's a risk. I think it's a risk worth taking. It'll win us the frame if we pot it. Not playing it with too much pace, giving the red every chance, and it's there. Good shot. So that should secure us frame number 4. And a very strong session will end with us winning this frame.
That's a fabulous pot.
And we'll go into the next session on Friday at level pegging, and this has got the potential to be a really exciting final.
This is a tricky one along the cushion.
No doubt about that. Played that one a bit too hard, but you know what? Doesn't really matter.
8.
Just play up to this because it is frame over. There's only 27 on the table, and he'll concede, will Mark Williams, and that is the end of a short but sweet and very, very solid session of snooker. Few issues creeping in from us. I think Mark Williams the best player, but the scoreline doesn't lie. Level pegging at the moment, and I think it's probably a deserved scoreline. I'll just watch the few shots that start off frame number 5 to avoid any sort of save issue.
I think he's playing safe here.
And that will end today's episode. So if you've enjoyed that, folks, make sure to leave a like down below, comment your thoughts as well, and subscribe for regular Snooker 19 content. Thank you for your company today. One of the shorter sessions I've played. But that's just a remark of how good the snooker has been. So we're level pegging after 4. Will it be the same after 10? Find out in Friday's episode. Thank you for your company today, folks, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye for now.